Welcome back. So the big story of today is the arrival of Theresa May here in South Africa, and these are some live visuals that are coming through from Cape Town International Airport, and she should be touching down shortly. And you can see that we've already got our cameras there up and running, ready to capture the moment. She, of course, is on a state visit to South Africa. She'll be meeting with President Cyril Ramaphosa, and this all in aid of trying to strengthen trade relations between the two countries. She's also going on to visit a further two African countries as well, and then makes her way to the United States. So this ahead of Brexit, it's a very, very big moment for the UK, and they certainly want to strengthen all their trade relations before they leave Brexit. So yeah, that's it. Let's get you that arrival as soon as it happens. But right now, let's move on to the front pages of our newspapers.
Right, we start with The Citizen.
I've got The Citizen. Okay, so starting off with The Citizen, the front page of The Citizen, mother's baby swap heartbreak. They meet twice monthly, but seeing their children with someone else is agony. In 2014, a court ordered the children must stay with the wrong mothers until they're 18 years old. Oh my goodness gracious me, what a story. Two mothers whose babies were swapped at birth continue to relive the heartache twice in a month when they get together and see their children growing up. 4 years ago, a court ordered that the error of the hospital staff who mixed up the babies could not be rectified, and that the children would be raised by the wrong mothers until the age of 18.
Okay, I think I'm a bit slow this morning, but explain that to me. Especially now that they know that they have the wrong babies. Why should they stay with the wrong mothers until they're 18?
This is insane. This is a crazy story, and I think you need to do this. The distressed mother led this reporter who covered the story into her lounge area in Vosloorus on the East Rand, where she shared her story. She explained that she knew she was expecting a girl when she was pregnant in 2010, but after giving birth at Tambo Memorial Hospital in Boksburg on the East Rand, she was given a baby boy. Okay.
I mean, you have to wonder, what's the recourse in this regard?
No, that's not fair. Okay, all right. So that's the big story on the front of the Citizen. Also talking about Fakimento as well, and the risk of change of SAB ownership. The EFF, which has put forward a motion, wants politicians to control monetary policy. That's the business also section of the Citizen.
And Business Day, their lead story today, Trollop ousted, DA loses Mandela Bay, and now the party faces the risk of losing Tshwane on Thursday if Msimanga's no confidence vote succeeds. And we'll be speaking to political analyst Ongamam Timka shortly about what happened in Nelson Mandela Bay. Also, cleaner power is a win for Ramaphosa. In a win for President Ramaphosa, South Africa will steer clear of nuclear in favor of cheaper and cleaner power sources, although coal will remain a key part of electricity generation. And also on that front page, put more money into South Africa, upbeat Joffe tells investors. And this, of course, is deal-making doyen Brian Joffe, who started bulking the sprawling Bidvest empire during one of the country's most turbulent times. Now he's urged financial institutions and asset managers to invest in South Africa. And moving on now to The Star.
Okay, we've got The Star. Here is our story, which we're going to be following up on in just a short while. We've got our analyst standing by who's going to give us his take on what happened yesterday. Trollop ouster shakes DA. Tshwane Mayor also facing the same fate, vows EFF. So not a good week at the moment for the ranks of the DA. So we'll follow that one for you. Prince among his peers. It was the birthday of I'm getting this one wrong.
Mangosuthu Buthelezi.
It was the birthday of Mangosuthu Buthelezi yesterday, and he, of course, turned 90 years old. And there's that photo. And report sounds alarm after crumbling M2. So this is a big story for Johannesburg. The M2 has been closed, and purely because reports that the road is actually crumbling, and that's very, very unsafe. But it's caused havoc, up to 45-minute delays every single morning now people not sure where to go. But that's a big story.
And how good does Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi look for 90?
He looks amazing.
Yeah.
Really great. He really looks lovely.
I want to look like that when I'm 90.
I hope so. I hope so. We can only hope.
Absolutely. And then, of course, just the Sowetan and their front page story there, trollop out, Msimanga to follow. DA disputes the legality of the meeting that ousted Mayor as EFF and ANC plot to repeat the act in Tshwane. And also Fakey Mentor there on the front page. To question inquiry witnesses, Zuma and co may be forced to testify. And this is interesting because they go on to expand on the story on page 9. Case of grill and be grilled at the inquiry. Now, the move here is to force those who are fingered in looting to testify. The legal team of the State Capture Commission wants to force those implicated to testify before the commission and has asked Judge Raymond Zondo to play hardball by placing conditions on applications to cross-examine witnesses. And we saw, of course, at the end of proceedings there yesterday, Lakela Kaunda, for example, talking about perhaps applying there to cross-examine Fakey Mentor.
Yeah. All right. Now, you're going to take that story forward.
Absolutely. And yeah, can't wait to talk about the legalities of what happened in Nelson Mandela Bay yesterday.